Shiny Pokemon are weird. The idea of changing a Pokemon's color palette and making it an ultra rare find is fun and all, and the process of collecting things is not uncommon in the slightest, but it is not easy. In recent titles in the Pokemon series, many methods have been developed to make the process of hunting these special forms a bit more streamlined, adding assets like the shiny charm to the games to give the players greater odds of finding a new sparkling friend. But back in the days of the DS and prior, all you could really do was continually soft reset and pray that you came across that beautiful shimmering animation, spending hours, turned to days, turned to months, in an attempt to fulfill your brain's "ooh, shiny" response. But what is the drive here? Is it the collector in us? Is it the pretty colors? Is it the inherent masochism that comes with it? I don't know, but I just want to talk about it, alright? Shinies have been around for a long time at this point, dating all the way back to 1999 with the release of Pokemon Gold and Silver, being referred to as rare in the game's debug menu. The games were for the Game Boy Color, allowing for there to be an actual color difference between the forms, as opposed to the red, blue, yellow releases on the OG Game Boy. Interestingly enough, though, Pokemon transferred to Gold and Silver from red, blue, or yellow could actually be shiny. A Pokemon's shininess was determined by its IVs in those games, so that lousy black and white rat you caught on Route 1 had a chance to be a beautiful green rat? You know what, on second thought, just put that one back. Just put it back. As the series progressed, methods changed, with the third generation of Pokemon being the most interesting, as there was absolutely no way to improve the shiny odds. Your only option for wild encounters was to run around like a chicken with its head cut off, and for static encounters, it was soft resetting the game until you found one. These limited methods proved to be even more painful than they may sound, with the additional fact that the chance of you coming across one of these palette swap mons was 1 in 8,192, or about 0.012%. In the following generation of Pokemon, something called the Masuda method was introduced, allowing hunters to improve their odds by 5-fold through tactful use of the breeding mechanic in the games. These Masuda odds were then brought up to about 1 in 1,365 in Generation 5, also introducing the Shiny Charm into the mix, an item that slightly increased your overall shiny odds, but was only obtainable through fully completing the Pokédex, yet another not-so-easy task. Thankfully, in 2013, with the release of Pokemon X and Y, full odds were increased to 1 in 4,096, having remained as such since. And so, with the possession of the Shiny Charm and the use of the Masuda method, you could now bring those odds to a crisp 1 in 512, which is a massive improvement if you couldn't tell. There hasn't been much for change since then either. The most major change in recent history was the addition of overworld shinies in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Legends Arceus, and most recently Scarlet and Violet, bringing a whole nother level to shiny hunting, as you no longer had to enter a battle to see if the encounter was shiny. Other than that, though, the odds, methods, and other such factors remain nearly identical to past titles. And that brings us to today. The shiny hunting community is booming. Take a look at the category pages for these games on Twitch. Scarlet and Violet's page alone is consumed by streamers going on shiny hunts, doing giveaways, and just about anything under the sun that may relate to shiny hunting. And people love it. The satisfaction you feel when you finally find that colorful critter after days of searching, hatching eggs, whatever it may be, it's a feeling unrivaled by most other laxed game experiences. Not that it's better than playing another Nintendo title, or a friendly time in your favorite settlement survival game, or even just playing Pokemon. It's just different. And of course, everyone has their favorites. Whether it be an ever so slightly tanned Pikachu, a seemingly plasma-infused Yveltal, or anything in between, people love these alternate forms of Pokemon. They will continue to go on these hunts for years to come, regardless of how bad the shiny may be or how painful the process is to obtain it. And I think that's why I find it so odd, but yet so intriguing. Like I said earlier, collecting is not uncommon. You've likely met a collector of some kind in your life, whether it be rocks or Lego sets or those dreaded Funko Pops, Or you might be a collector yourself. Even if all it was morbid curiosity and a bit of cash burning a hole in your pocket that caused you to pick up that single booster pack of trading cards at Target, you probably had fun opening that pack. Even if you aren't an avid collector of these things, you still enjoyed what you bought. And that's great. It's really about the experience more than anything, but it also lets you be a bit of a show-off to anyone within the same realm of interest. And that's always nice. So, why did I make this video? I'm not really sure, honestly. I just kind of wanted to talk about this because it's been plaguing my mind for a while now. I've only recently gotten into the shiny hunting scene, and I find it very interesting to the point that I do catch myself thinking about when I'll get my next one at random times during the day. This is probably because I am currently working away at finding all of the shiny evolutions in Pokemon Sword over on my Twitch channel. We're on the hunt every Saturday between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Central, so if you're interested, feel free to swing by sometime. Say hi. Make sure to subscribe to this channel as well, and if you enjoyed this and want more of these shorter form videos, let me know in the comments. For me, it's definitely the pretty colors and deep-seated masochism that I mentioned at the beginning of this video that drive me to keep going with the hunt I'm doing. But I'm curious, what drives you? All in all, I highly recommend going on a shiny hunt of your own sometime, because they really can be a blast. Either way, that's all from me today, but until next time, have a good one, stay safe, and I'll see you around. It is a Toxel, so I feel like I will be able to, but I don't know. One. Nope.